is available here. Yeah, I can understand that it is really a concern. So how come you are attending this session now, Lokesh? Have you taken a break today? Okay, okay, good. So you should be present in the morning session as well, my dear. Okay, Tushra, but you did not respond, or did you respond, or I missed something? Okay. So once again, good afternoon, all of you. We are starting with algebra, one of the most important part for CAT and SAT. Why I'm specifically saying it does not mean it is not going to be asked in other exams. It is surely going to be asked in almost every exam. Yes, the percentage may vary. Somewhere it is 20%, somewhere it is 25%. But if we talk about CAT, sometimes the weightage goes as high as 40% of. If we talk about SAT, it is around 35 to 40% of question will be asked from this particular topic. That is the reason why it is considered one of the most important topic here. Yes, there is no doubt that many of the questions have been integrated. For example, a number system question is integrated with the algebra question, and then it may be asked. Yes, that concern will be there, but otherwise it carries a lot of weightage. Fine. So let me start with algebra today. Whenever we are thinking about algebra, the first thing that comes in our mind is x and y. So why? Because here there is nothing fixed. We know it as a variables. They are the variable which keep on varying, which keep on changing. So for example, if I say that there are 100 steps in a stairs, a person either jump, I'm sure, at the age of 14, 15 years of age, we usually cover the stairs by jumping 3 steps or 2 steps at a time. So someone is taking a jump of 3 steps or 2 steps at one time and going to cover all 100 steps. So the question comes, how many ways can it be done? I hope it is clear. I cannot take 2.5 jumps of 3 that I'm hanging there in the air. It is not possible. So I have to take only integral value of them, and the overall I'm supposed to cover the 100 steps there. So how many possible values of x and y can be there? How many sets of x and y are there such that both x and y will be greater than or equal to 0, but the total number of steps to be covered is coming out to be 100 here. I'm sure it is clear now. Come on, let's start with this. You first try to get the answer. Okay, very good. Gaurav has come up with some answer. Very nice, Gaurav. Gaurav, are you sure? Okay, here I go. I will say that when y comes out to be 2, 2 2s are 400 minus 4 is 96. X comes out to be 96. That is, x comes out to be 32 here. Y takes a gap of coefficient of x and x takes a gap of coefficient of y. So the next value of y will be taking a gap of 3 here, which is coming out to be what? So I'll say the value of y is coming out to be 50. X takes a gap of 2. So if the sum is constant, if one increases, the second is going to decrease. I'll say x is coming out to be 30. Let's try to prove that. Put y is equal to 5, 5 2s are 10, and 33s are 90. 90 plus 10 is coming out to be 100. So I'll say, okay, the next value of y will be taking a jump of 3 while this reduces by 2. Now I further increase by 3. I'll say x comes out to be 28, and this goes on. I can see x are always an even number, and the minimum possible value of x will be 0. I can say 0 time I'm taking 3 steps. It is too high to jump 3 steps at a time. So I may be taking all steps of 2. So I'll say if x is 0, y comes out to be how much, my dear? It is 50. So 0 to 30, if you look at the values, how many values are there? I'll say 2 into 0 is 0. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. and 2 16s are 32. So from 0 to 16, how many values are going to come there? I'll say 17 values will come. Is it fine, Gaurav? The other thing I can also talk about it. It is increasing by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Sorry, it is increasing by 3, 3, 3. So I know the first number is 2 and then 3 gaps are there of n minus 1. And I know my number will be, if I put the maximum value of y here, I know it is 52 to 100 is the value which is possible. So I'll say less than equal to 100, in fact, equal to 100. So thrice of n minus 1 gap is equal to 48. N minus 1 is less than equal to 16, n is less than equal to 17. So how many values are coming there? I'll say 17 values are going to come. I'm sure it is clear. Ask if there is any doubt. बाकी लोग तो कुछ बोलेंगे नहीं, तो ठीक है. Yeah, Suraj, what we are doing here is, my dear, I'm applying a arithmetic progression. The first value of y is 2, and then it increases by 3, you got 5. First value is 2, and then 2 gaps of 3 you are going to take. You got 11. Okay. Sparsh, see here now. 3 into 3 is coming out to be 9. Sorry. This comes out to be 11. Okay. So I know the first n1, sir. What is that, Suraj? Sorry, I'm not able to understand. So the last value will be coming out to be 2 into 16, 3 is 48 is coming out to be 50 because the largest possible value of that is 50. So I started with the first number was 2 only. I write it as 2 into 0 plus 3 is 2. Then at a gap of 3, the values are coming. So I know from 0 to 16, there are 17 terms which are going to come. Yeah, you are right, Sue. So it is about the arithmetic progression. It is first value is 2 and then there is a gap of 3. The first value is 2, so I can say it is 0. So in nth term, it will be coming out to be 2 plus 3 of n minus 1. Is that fine? Yes, Suraj, that is correct. Okay. Let's move to the next one. So whenever it is a linear equation, whenever the power of x and y is coming out to be only 1, these equations are known as a linear equations. What does that mean? It means that the values are increasing at a particular interval. Fine. So for example, let's take one question here. Could you answer this first question here? Try out. I think one example I have already taken. You can try out to find out the number of positive integer value x and y. Positive, so you cannot take 0. Okay, I was expecting more answers. So Lokesh has changed his answer. Gaurav, Sposh, both Sposh versus as well as Srivastava, Jia, Devraj, Suraj. Snehal has also given answer. Snehal, you were not present in the morning session. So here it is 4x minus 17y is equal to this. You know the range of x is given to you. So what I do here is, I'll say this value will be coming out to be what? I'll take 4x minus 1 is equal to 17y. Y is equal to 4x minus 1 upon 17. So I know x's cannot be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 17, look at this. 4x minus 1 will be always an odd number. Can 4x minus 1 will be equal to 17? We'll say 4x is equal to 18, x is coming out to be 9 by 2, which is 4.5. Possible in here. Can you say 4x minus 1 is equal to 17, 3s are 51? You know it is an odd number. So 4x is equal to 52, x is coming out to be 13. So I know the smallest value of x is coming out to be 13. After that, x will take a gap of 17. So it is a gap of 17 that you are going to take n minus 1 gap, which is less than equal to 1000, because the constraint is given for x. Okay, Snehal. So I'll say 17 times of n minus 1 is less than equal to 987. N minus 1 is less than equal to 987 upon 17. 17 5s are 85, 137. 17 9s are 136. And then it is coming out to be 136. I'll say 0. 17 5s are almost 59.05. So n will be less than, that will be 17 5s are 85, 17 9s are 136. So it is 59 point something will be coming. N is less than equal to 60. That is the value which is going to come. Is it fine? Is it clear to all of you? Any question, any doubt that you have? Fine. Now, so these are the values which are going to come here. I'm sure it is clear. Again, I'm repeating it that whatever is the value of x you are going to take, you will take a lead of 17 here. The first value which is satisfying here is 13 4s are 52. 52, I know 17 3s are 51. 1 is a value which is given here. Now, one more thing that you analyze here is, I know the difference between number is coming out to be 1. So when you put x is equal to, the first value of x is equal to, जैसे ही आपने x की पहली value रखी यहाँ पर 13, it is going to satisfy. Now x will be taking a gap of 17. I will say 17 n minus 1 gap is less than equal to 1000. You subtract 13 from it, it is 987. 17 5s are 85, 17 6s are 102. So 17 5s are 85. It is 137. 17 9s are 17 8s are 136 is the value which is going to come. Sorry, it is 17 8s are. So it is 58.05. So I'll say n minus 1 is less than equal to 58.05. So it will be less than equal to 59 point something. So n will be, sorry, it will come out to be 59 here. Your answer will come out to be 59. So I'll say A is the correct answer here. Okay, sir, can we do this using? Yeah, why not? You can also do it by this. Yes, Lokesh, you are right. So any doubt with this? Okay. Yanika, is it clear? 13 plus 17 and minus 1 is less than equal to 1000.
Yes.
Now what I do is I'm doing a calculation. I'll take 13 on this side. I'll take 13 on that side. So that gives me 17 times of n minus 1 is less than equal to 987. Or n minus 1 is less than 987 by 17. 17 5s are 85, 137 is value which is there. Sorry, 137. It is 1. This is coming out to be 137. 17 8s are 136 होता था. तो 58.1 के आसपास की वैल्यू होगा. So n will be less than 59.1, something like this. So I'll say there are 59 values which are possible. Okay. Fine, Shivam, not an issue. Is it clear now, Shivam, or you still have a query here? Sorry, Anika, I don't know much. So that is first thing here. I know the difference between the number is constant. If it increases, this will also increase. So for example, if I'm saying x is equal to 13, y comes out to be 3. Because 13 into 4 is 52, minus 17, 3s are 51, that comes out to be 1. Y will be taking a gap of 4 here. Fine, y will be taking a gap of 4 here. So I'll say 3 plus 4 times n minus 1. And I want to find out the largest possible value of. Now understand here, if x is 1000, it will be 4000. Minus 1 is 3999. Yeah. X is equal to 1000, it is 4000. Minus 1 is 3999. Upon 17 will be the largest possible value of y. So if someone wants to find it by y, I'll say 17 to the 34, then 59, 17 3s are 51, then 17 5s are 85. So I'll say it is 235 point something is the value which is going to come here. I'll take it less than equal to 235. Now 4 times of n minus 1 is less than equal to 232. I'll say n minus 1 is less than equal to what? 4 से divide किया, 4 6 are 29, sorry, 4 5s are 20, 4 8s are 32. So n is coming out to be less than equal to 59. So I'll say there are 59 values which are going to satisfy here. Is Yanika, is it fine? Shivam, is it clear? Fine. So you can try out any of these methods, you will get your answer. Sure.
Sir, in such equation, sometimes it doesn't click कि कौन सा पहला multiple होना चाहिए, कौन सा दूसरा.
कोई से भी करा लो. You can take any one, ma'am. Because you know here the important logic is, do you understand if the gap between two numbers is constant? That is what. So if one number goes up, the other will also go up. See, because this gap is constant. Look at the two fingers. If I increase other value and you want a constant gap, if it goes, the upper one goes up, the second one will be also increasing. If one goes down, the second will be also coming down. Fine. So you can pick up any of these numbers. Then one more question I want to take here. Okay. Now taking you back to the PPT. Now this is the first. So linear equation, whenever we are saying linear, the values increases by a constant value. But as we started doing the calculation of other value, for example, if I'm saying y is equal to 2x square plus 3 is a equation which is given to you. We know the degree of this is 2. It is a second degree equation. How it is derived? Actually, I'm telling you in the reverse direction. So if you put x is equal to 0, you will get 3. If you put x is equal to 1, you will get 5. If you put x is equal to 2, 4 2s are 8 plus 3 is 11. If you put 3, it is 9 2s are 18 plus 3 is 21. Put 4, 4 square is 16, 2s are 32 plus 3 is 35. If you put 5, 5 square is 25, 50, 53. The gap here is 2. The gap here is 6. The gap here is 10. The gap here is 14. The gap here is coming out to be 18 here. I'm sure it is clear. The gap between the gap is coming out to be 4, 4, 4, 4. So I'll say it is not the first gap which is coming out to be constant here. It is the second gap which comes out to be constant value here. Fine. So not the first gap, but it is the second gap which is constant. So from this, I can conclude that it is not the first gap which is constant, means it is not a linear equation. It is a second degree equation. So if the values are given you like this, you can ensure that this is going to satisfy a quadratic equation. So from this, I can make out what is the gap which is coming out to be here. It's coming out to be 4 here. So if I put the values here, any of the term can be found out. I'm going to take you to the question here. You will understand why did I discuss it. Look at this question, question number 9, asked in CAT 2000. So can you find out what type of equation is it? If it is a third gap which is constant, it is a third degree equation. It is a cubic equation. If it is the product which is coming out to be constant, for example, it is 4, 4, say this is 16, this is 32, this is 64, this is 80, 128, then it is going to be an exponential equation. Kya kahenge ise? This is exponential equation if the multiple comes out to be same. Multiple is same. If the multiple is same, it is exponential equation. Fine. Now try to find out the answer of. Okay, Snehal, Shivam, Soumya Gupta. Good to see you, Soumya. Today also in the morning you were not present. Jia, Beauty, Spursh. Suraj Nandi, almost everyone is giving me the same answer. Rishabh Chaudhary, Lokesh. I don't know, some people are always in silent mode. Okay, Paras, Devraj. No, Devraj. Devraj, look here. What is the difference here? 4. What is the difference here? 6, 8, 10, 12. The second difference between difference 4 and 6 mate is 2. 6 and 8 mate is 2. 8 and 10 mate is 2. 10 and 12 mate is 2. It is not first difference which is coming out to be same here. It is second difference which is same here. That means it is a quadratic equation here. Devraj, is it clear? That's why the B is correct answer. Try to find out. Okay, would you like to answer this question? Question number 19. Everyone, try out this. Okay, Anika. Okay, here I go. Okay, Tushar. The question says that Brian has got 3 burger, 7 shakes, and 1 fries, and it cost him rupees 120 exactly. At the same place, it will cost 4 burger, 10 shakes, and 1 fries for rupees 164.50. Fine. How much would it cost if it is 1 burger, 1 sandwich, 1 order of fries is there? How many variables are there? There are 3 variables here. Okay, so there are 3 variables here and there are 2 equations. 3 variable and 2 equation, you cannot find out the value of every. So answer should be cannot be determined. But here no one is asking you what is the price of 1 burger, what is the price of 1 shake, what is the price of 1 fries. They are also asking you to find out 1 expression more. They want you to find out 1 burger, 1 sandwich, 1 fries. So I don't know by what number should I multiply this by x and multiply this by y. If you add or subtract, you are going to get this equation. That means 3 burger, 4 sandwich, 4y, that is burger. It is 7x plus 10y sandwich plus x plus y is coming out to be 1 burger, 1 sandwich, 1 fries. Is that fine? That means 3x plus 4y is 1 and x plus y, which is also coming out to be fries, is also coming out to be 1. I'll multiply this by 3 so that it is 3x plus 3y is equal to 3. I'll say y is equal to -2. Once you know y is equal to -2, you know x is 3. So there are two values which are coming. That means the first equation need to be multiplied by 3. Second needs to be multiplied by -2 because you know 3 3s are 9, -8 is 1. 7 3s are 21, -20 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Yes, it satisfies everywhere. So I will write 120 into 3 will be the price of it. 164 into 2, that is coming out to be 329 will be the price of it. That is 360 minus 329 will come out to be 31 rupees will be the price of it. So answer comes out to be 31. Is it fine everyone there? Sandwich shake jo bhi hai. Fine. Anyone, any question, any doubt here?
So can you please repeat once?
तो भाई साहब क्या कर रहे हो यार? जैसे ही इरेज किया उसके बाद 3 burger plus 7 shake plus 1 order of fries cost you 120 rupees, and the second is 4 burger plus 10 shakes plus 1 order of fries will cost you 164.50. I said that if someone is asking you what is the price of a shake or a fries or a burger, it may not be easy to find out these values because there are 3 variable and only 2 equations. Had there been 3 distinct equations, distinct का मतलब अलग होनी चाहिए. 3 variable, I would have got the answer. But if you look at the question, they are not asking you what is the price of a burger, sandwich, sorry, shake or fries. So I'll say I want 1 burger, 1 shake, 1 fries price. This is again one equation that I want to find out. I don't know by what should I multiply. I multiply this whole equation by A and this by B. So I'll get 3A plus 4B into B. This is 7A plus 10B into shake. And this is A plus B into fries will be costing you 120A plus 164.5B. भाई साहब यहाँ तक समझ में आया? Any query?
No, sir.
Okay. Now you equate it. 3A plus 4B is 1. 7A plus 10 is equal to 10B is equal to also 1. So I'll say 3A plus 4B is equal to 1. And 7A plus 10B is also equal to 1. Now what I do here from this one is I'm going to cancel out one value. I'll multiply it by 7. I'll multiply it by 3. That is 21A plus 28B is equal to 7. This is 21A plus 30B is equal to 3. I'll separate it. I'll get minus 2B is equal to 4. I'll say B is equal to minus 2. That means the second equation need to be multiplied with minus 2. Along with that, you put minus 2 here. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Goes on that side, it becomes 9. 3A is equal to 9. A is equal to 3. Once you know A is equal to 3 means this equation needs to be multiplied by 3. This one needs to be multiplied by 2. You can also minus 2. You can see 3 minus 2 is also coming out to be fries. I have taken the coefficient of the burger and shake. So it is also satisfying with fries. That means it is going to give you the correct answer. So 120 into 3 करा सर 360 आया. 164 का double करो तो 328 होता 0.5 का 329. I'm going to subtract this value. You are going to get your value as a 31. Is it fine now? कर दो मैडम. You can cancel है. दोनों को उससे होगा क्या? What will you get from that? What do you want? You want 1 burger, one shake, 1 fries. So Soumya Gupta, you cannot cancel F. You're not going to get anything from that. Is it fine? You need to multiply it by this. You can randomly check. 3 2s are 6, nahi hota. 3 3s are 9. Okay, 4 2s are 8. It is satisfying. 7 3s are 21. Minus 20. Yes, it is also satisfying. 3 minus 2 is also 1. But otherwise, you cannot just separate it and get some answer and then become happy. Because they don't want you to find out the relation between burger and shake there. Fine. Just a second. I'm just looking for some Good question on linear equations so that you can try out that. Okay, here I go. Question number 37. Now, why I'm taking it, look at it, x, y, z, three variable, x, y, z, and three equations are there. And they are saying that conditions are that PQ satisfy the following linear equation. And you are asked to find out which one of them is correct. Now look at everywhere it is 5p, which is given here, 5p, 5p, 5p. This is 2q, 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 and this is r, minus r plus r, but yes, everywhere it is given. ठीक है, पारस करा तो अच्छी बात है. So what I'll do is, whenever we are trying these questions, I'll multiply first equation by 5. I'll multiply second equation by 2. I'll multiply third equation by 1. So what do you get? You get 5. अब plus करेंगे तो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. I want it to be 1. See, reason I want it to be 0. So I know x should cancel out. So I can say 5. 2 2s are 4. Means 5x minus 4x minus x is come out to be 0. So I can say this is the only one which is going to satisfy. I will mark on the first one. Let's try out the coefficient of 5. 5 2s are 10. 10 minus 12 is minus 2. Minus 2 minus will become plus. Why? Because minus sign is attached. So minus 2 plus 2 is also equal to 0. That's why it is satisfied. Am I right? Anyone, any confusion, any doubt here? Okay, Paras says already done in classroom. Paras says already done in classroom. Fine. Whatever the linear type of question has been asked, you can answer the question. Let's pick up the question number 59 here. Yes, Suraj, you are right. We have already done these questions in the classroom. Still, I'm doing it so that no one says that I still have a doubt in this. Solve question number 59. Constraint is, I can see this question. If you remember my points, I told you x will take a gap of coefficient of 90, y will take a gap of coefficient of x is less than 300, y is less than 0. Yes, maybe or may not be. No solution, maybe, may not be. In between this, how many values are coming? Minus 58, minus 57, 2 values. I know y take a gap of 5. Why take a gap of 5 here? So if the 5 values given, there must be one solution, but here it may be, it may not be. Look at this. From 251 to 299, there are 49 values which are there, 49 consecutive numbers. But when 19 numbers are given, every 19 number is the solution of it. If there is a value of x1 which is satisfying, so it will take a gap of 19. So if it is a satisfying, the next value will be 19. There are 49 values which are going to come. Forget about A. You will get at least 2 values. There may be 3 values as well. Because out of 19, one of them should be solution. Out of next 19, one of them would be selection. Out of 38, there will be 2 selections. So if you talk about 49, there may be 3 selections. There may be only 2 selections. So I'll say C is the correct answer. Is it fine, everyone? Please be fast. Soumya, समझ में नहीं आया? Okay. Soumya, what we are saying is, if there is x value A is going to satisfy here, I know the x takes a gap of coefficient of y, which is 19. So the next value of x will be coming, my dear, at a gap of 19. Then it will come at a gap of 19 more, which is 38. But when it is given from 250 to 300, my dear, there are 251 to 299. There are 49 values which are given. But you know, when they're out of 19 consecutive value, one of them is solution. So out of 38 consecutive number, there must be 2 solution. Here there are 49 value. So if there are 38 values given, I would say certainly there are 2 solution. If there are 39, there may be 2 or 3. If it is 40, there may be 2 or 3. So I know it is certainly coming out to be more than 2 solution. It is saying that there is a solution. मतलब एक solution तो है कम से कम उसमें. मैं कहूँगा है ही उसमें एक solution. इसमें दो से ज़्यादा solutions can be also possible here. I think it is clear now. Soumya ji. Anyone else? Ask so that I can erase it. Okay. Now I am taking back you to this one. Similarly, as I say in quadratic equation, it is second difference which is coming out to be constant. Let's talk about a linear equation. Say I said 3 burger, 2 shakes cost me rupees 500. Consider to be 500. The other person says there are 6 burger and 4 shakes that I eat and I paid 1,000 rupees. Yes, both of them are talking about the same thing. If you half it, you will pay half of the money. If you double it, you will pay the double of this money. So whenever there are 2 equations which are given, my dear, how do I know whether they are talking about the same thing? Whenever the ratio of x, y and constant term, that is 3 by 6 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 500 by 1000. I'll say the ratio will come out to be 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Is it fine? So I will say whenever the ratio of when a linear equation a1 upon a2 upon b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, I will say that the 2 lines are collinear. इसका मतलब होता है this is a linear equation क्योंकि x and y में है. So you draw a line. On this, if I draw another line, you will say that both of them are talking about the same thing. It is same line. So how many point of intersection? Solution is what? When we say how many solutions are there, we are talking about where both party agrees. For example, there's a fight between 2 students, say Soumya and Paris, and they agree to some point. कि ठीक है चलो यार इस पे agree करते हैं. So I'll say that is the solution between 2. So if there is one person and the second is also agreeing on every point, I will say infinite solutions are there. There are infinite points where they are consistent. They are talking about the same thing. If I say there's a line and another is going to intersect, which is not parallel to this, or it is not on it, they are not collinear, I'll say there must be only one solution. How many solutions will be there? There's only one solution. But if there is a line and I draw a line parallel to this, you will say there will be 0 solution. There will be 0 point where both of them will agree. It is like railway track which never meets. Fine. So there will be no solution if the lines are parallel. Is it fine? But if one line is coming on another line, I will say the lines are collinear. That means infinite number of solutions will be there. Fine. So wherever a1 upon, whenever the coefficient of x and y are coming out to be same, I'll say this represents infinite solutions. But for example, if I say a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. So I'll say no solution will be there. The 2 of them are talking about the parallel lines. अगर दो parallel line के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, they will never intersect. There will be no solution in between them. I'm sure it is clear. Fine, please ask if there is any query. Anything. Okay. The next part. This screen is a 2-dimensional screen. This notebook is a 2-dimensional one. Anything that I draw on this, I write on this, that is also 2-dimensional. Means I can mention the length and the breadth of something. So whenever you are writing on a paper or any of the board, you say that is a 2-dimensional thing. Fine. When I talk about drawing a line, we are actually talking about a graph where there are 2 axes. One is x-axis, second is y-axis. There's a point P here and the point is A, B. So I know on x-axis it is coming out to be A. On y-axis, it is coming out to be b. So this point is coming out to be a comma b. That is x is a and y is b. I'm sure it is clear. So you can denote it by some coordinate. There's a point q. C here. This is D here. So what I'll do is I'll connect this point and I can write it as a C minus A is this. I know this whole is D, this is B. So this portion is D minus B. So if you want to connect these 2 points, if you are going to connect these 2 points, and someone asks you what is the distance along x-axis. So I'll say the distance along x-axis is C minus A. If someone is asking what is the distance along y-axis, I'll say it is D minus B. Fine, then you can apply a Pythagoras theorem and find out the answer of it. There's one more thing. Y is equal to mx plus c is a standard way to write an equation. What is that? It is also known as a y is equal to tan theta x plus c. That means any line that exists in the world is going to subtend some positive angle with a positive x-axis. Fine. You can also say, sir, jaruri angle aisa hoga nahi, aisa bhi ho sakta hai. But you have to determine the angle from positive x-axis. I'll say this is theta. Fine. So if I want to find out the equation of this line, I will say y is equal to slope. Slope is inclination of a line plus c. C is y-intercept, where it is going to intersect. That is c. So any equation that is given to you, if you convert it, y is equal to 3x plus 4, I know that there's a line which is having a slope of 3 here. ये जो slope है इसका angle positive x-axis tan theta is coming out to be 3, and y-intercept where it is going to intersect y, reason is if you put x is equal to 0, you'll get it equal to 4. This will be the equation of line y is equal to 3x plus 4. I hope it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is any question, any doubt here. Now, if I talk about the 2 lines here, y-axis, x-axis. There's a line, there's another line parallel to this. If this is theta degree, I'll say this is also theta. I'll say the slope of this line is equal to tan theta. Slope of this line is tan theta. So the equation of this line is y is equal to tan theta into x plus c. C is y-intercept. If I talk about it, y is equal to tan theta into x plus c1. This is say c1 and this one is coming out to be c here. So there are 2 lines which are coming. One is y is equal to, I can write tan theta slope as a mx. So it is mx plus c, and second is coming out to be y is equal to mx plus c1. Look at the equation. The coefficient of y are coming out to be same. The coefficient of the x is also coming out to be same, but it is not same as c1 upon c1. It is not same as a c1 c upon c1. So I'll say whenever there are 2 lines, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and second is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, I can say a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is not equal to c1 upon c2, represents parallel lines, means no solution. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is any doubt, any question here. Anything? If the 2 lines, this is y-axis. There are 2 lines. This is theta. I can say y is equal to tan theta x plus c, where it is y is equal to mx plus c. C is y-intercept, as I said, where it is intersecting y-axis. This is c1. Let's write it as a c1. There's another line like this. Say it is intersecting at c2. So the equation of this line is y is equal to, say it subtends an angle alpha. So I'll say it is tan alpha x plus c2. So there are 2 lines forming, y is equal to m1x and y is equal to m2x plus c2. So when I know the coefficient of y, which is 1 by 1, is not same as m1 upon m2, है ही नहीं, दोनों same ही नहीं है, because they are not parallel, they are not collinear. ठीक है, I'll say the lines are not parallel. That is, they intersect at one point. ठीक है, यानी का take care of yourself. So this is what you can do. So whenever there's an equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, because slopes are not same. So a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. I'll say a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, means lines are not parallel. If the lines are not parallel, the line parallel nahi hai, they must be intersecting at one point. Only one solution is there. Unique solution is there. I hope it is clear to all of you. Please look at this. Ask me if there is any query you have. Okay. Yes. So tan theta is equal to 3 होगा आपका पारस. You are right. क्योंकि it is always y is equal to mx plus c. Anyone else having any query, you can ask. Chalo, I think it is clear to all of you. All of you are aware of the linear equation. Let's talk about the quadratic equation now. Let's talk about the second degree equation now. So when I talk about second degree equation, my dear, it is of course not the first difference which is coming out to be same. It is difference which is coming out to be same there. So there's the equation y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. I go in details. Let's try to draw the simplest possible quadratic equation in this world, that is y is equal to x square. So I know if it is x square is the value that you are going to take. If you replace x by minus x, y does not change. What is that? What does that mean? That means whenever in an equation you replace x by minus x and y does not change, that means the curve, here in this case it is parabola, is symmetrical about y-axis. Whenever you replace x by minus x and y does not change, the curve is symmetric about y-axis. That means whatever is the figure going to form on the left side of it, same figure will be forming on the right side. For x is equal to 0, of course, y comes out to be 0, square is 0. For x is equal to 1, 1 is square is equal to 1. But yes, y is equal to minus 1 square is also equal to 1. Y is equal to 2 square, x is equal to 2 square, y comes out to be 4, minus 2 square is also 4. At 3 square, it is 9. At minus 3 square, it is coming out to be 9. Yes, I'll say the curve will be symmetrical about y-axis. ये y-axis के symmetrical होगा. कोई confusion, कोई doubt, please ask. So it is symmetrical about y-axis. Now, if I say y is equal to twice of x square, what will be done in this case? The parabola will be little more steeper now. The parabola is like y is equal to twice of x square is this. If it is y is equal to x square, why? Because earlier x was 1, y was 1. I'm talking about y is equal to x square. But now if you are writing y is equal to twice of x square at x is equal to 1, y is not coming out to be 1, it comes out to be 2. So it is a steeper curve. Fine. If you further multiply it by 3, let's, some of you will have this query की color change करो, मैं करता हूँ, एक second. Y is equal to thrice of x square. My dear, I'll be forming a curve which is little steeper than this one. This is y is equal to thrice of x square. Is that fine? If someone is saying y is equal to infinite, y is equal to infinite x square. You know infinite is 1 by 0 x square. You know 0 goes on this side, 0 into y is equal to x square. You know x square is equal to 0, x is 0. X is 0 is what? Can I say this is y-axis? This curve is x is equal to 0 or y is equal to infinite x square. Please look at this. Ask if there is anything which you want to ask me. Anything which is not clear. कैमरा इसलिए ऑफ करता हूं कि आप डरते ना रहे मुझे देख के, so that you can also take a pause, you can relax and you can think, you can ask me the question. And moreover, you can also take a screenshot of these things. Okay, let's come to the next one now. What happens if you reduce it and you finally changes it to 0? I know when x is equal to 1, y is 0. When x is 2, this is 0, 3, it is 0. Means y is equal to 0 is an equation which is nothing but x-axis. So the curve, when the coefficient of x square reduces to 0, it actually merged with this one. This is y is equal to 0. I'm sure it is clear. You can also say, sir, what about it is minus twice of x square? Very good question. I know y is equal to twice of x square will be little steeper than y is equal to x square. Everything is same. The values are coming out to be same. The only change here is they are negative values. So I'll say this is the curve y is equal to minus twice of x square. Is it fine, everyone? Please ask if there is any query, any doubt here. Any one of you? Okay. Fine. Let's come to the next one. आप पूछेंगे नहीं, मैं बेकार में अपना time waste नहीं करना चाहता. Say now you are already aware of it. Y is equal to x square plus 3. How the curve will be formed? We know y is equal to x square is this curve. When I say y is equal to x square plus 3, I'll say I'll take it up by 3. Everything is same. The curve will go up. Earlier the vertex was 0, 0. Now the vertex has changed to 0, 3. That's why y is equal to x square plus 3. What about y is equal to x square minus 3? I'll pull down it. I'll say this point when x is equal to 0, this comes out to minus 3. Is it fine now? Any question, query? Y is equal to minus twice of x square. I will say the curve will be like this. X square you already know up, minus 2x square will be in downward direction. Of course, a little more steeper. If you add 5 to it, adding mean you will always take it up. I'll say the curve will go up. Earlier the vertex was 0, 0. Now by putting x is equal to 0, this comes out to be 0, 5. So this is y is equal to minus twice of x square plus 5. I'm sure it is clear to all of you now. Y is equal to x plus 2 square. Okay, minus, you will pull it down. Ek aur le lo, sorry. Take one example out. I know y is equal to, this is y is equal to x square. I separate it by 5. I'll say it is y is equal to x square minus 5. I'll pull down it by 5. The vertex 0, 0 will change to 0, minus 5. Fine. This is how you can do it. Whenever you are subtracting, you will pull down. Whenever you are adding, you will take it up. Now, what happens if inside the square you are going to do some changes? So I want to find out where is y0. Y0 means x-axis, where it is going to touch on x-axis. By putting it equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2. Fine, Devraj. I'll put it equal to 0. I will get x is equal to minus 2. So this is y-axis. X is minus 2, mein y comes out to be 0. I'll say this parabola will be moving on x-axis. This is the parabola. It is shifting from, this is y is equal to x square, say. This is shifting to y is equal to x plus 2 whole square. Similarly, if I say y is equal to x minus 4 square, I'll put it equal to 0. I'll say x is equal to 4. That means here at x is equal to 4, it is going to change. So this is a curve. Is it fine, everyone? Please ask me if there is any doubt, any question here. Anything? So all of you know about the parabola. Now let me take one equation, y is equal to, y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Do root मैंने intentionally. Now what is the root? Whenever, I have already given the earlier example that you must have seen the root of a tree which is always on the ground. For us, x-axis is the ground. This is patal log. It is inside the land, and this is air. So it is similar to our world that we are seeing. Of course, it is 2 dimension. That is the only difference here. I can see that if I try to draw it, I'll write y is equal to x minus 5 by 2 whole square, because x is also coming there. So far, I've not given any example where x was coming. So I need to convert it into perfect square. So whatever is the coefficient of x, that needs to be divided by 2. So I'll say y is equal to x minus 5 by 2 ka whole square. I will say it is x square minus twice of 5 by 2x, which is minus 5x, plus 25 by 4. I'll separate 25 by 4 from here. Plus. So y comes out to be x minus 5 by 2 whole square. 6 4s are 24. I'll say minus 1 by 4. Let me first explain what is this. I'll write it as a perfect square. I'll put it equal to 0. X is equal to 5 by 2 may. At x is equal to 5 by 2, y comes out to be 0. So I know the parabola minus 5 by 2 is equal to 0 is this. This is the parabola. Fine. I'm sure it is clear. At minus 5 by 2, it is going to meet. The curve is y is equal to x minus 5 by 2 whole square. Sorry, a small mistake here. It is plus 5 by 2. So I will say this is y-axis, this is x-axis, and x is equal to 5 by 2 comma 0 is the vertex of. Now I'm changing the color so that you can differentiate between the two. I'm saying that the other curve is coming out to be y is equal to x minus 5 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 4. Sir, with 25 by 2 will be taking this one. See, if you expand it, it is 25 by 4. If you open this equation, it is x square minus twice of 5 by 2 into x. Fine. Plus 25 by 4. So 25 by 4 is coming already there. I don't want any 25 by 4. That's why I subtracted here. Is it fine, Shiva? Shivam, is it clear? Okay. So what I do is I'll separate it by minus 1 by 4. I'll pull down it. Not much. I'm just going to pull down it by 1 by 4. So this vertex has become 5 by 2 comma minus 1 by 4. Or I'll write this equation as y is equal to x square minus 5x plus 6. Now one more thing I want to tell you. It can be written as a x minus 3 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. If you are putting it equal to 0, I want to find out the root. Understand that this is a ground, x-axis is the ground. I'll say x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. So there are 2 points which are coming on it. One is 2. So at 2 it is 0. And second is 3. At 3 it is converted to 0. Is it fine, everyone? So root says where the curve is going to touch the x-axis, that is known as roots of the equation, where y is equal to 0. Fine. Anyone, any question, any doubt here, please do ask. Okay. Y
Sir?
is equal. Yeah.
सर अगर लोएस्ट पॉइंट दिया और अगर आपको बोले रूट्स निकालो उसके
क्या निकालो? रूट्स निकालो.
हाँ जी, तो कैसे करेंगे? एक इक्वेशन नहीं दी
इक्वेशन दे रखी है तो रूट
बॉटम
कैसे
वाला
निकालो?
पॉइंट। हाँ
निकालता हूँ उसको, 2 मिनट देना मुझे. So this is one way. This is how you are going to draw the curve when you are going to get the two roots. Now, as the Paras has asked, I don't know about these curve. I don't want to draw the curve, sir. Why you want to waste my time? I want to find out the roots directly. So, my dear, any general equation which is given you, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to y. As I said, you put y is equal to 0 to find out the root. You will get ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Fine. There are two. A curve can meet, a parabola can meet maximum at 2 points with this. So the maximum, or I will say always, two roots are there of a second degree equation. So whenever the power of x is coming out to be 2, I'll say there will be 2 points where it is going to meet. How do I find it? I know the 2 points are coming out to be x is equal to alpha and beta are the 2 points where it is coming out to be 0. At x is equal to alpha, it is y 0. At x is equal to beta, it is y is equal to 0. So I know x minus alpha is equal to 0. I can say x minus beta is equal to 0. When I multiply both of them, because this equation is nothing but it is a product of two different values of roots of this, I will say it must be matching with ax square plus bx plus c. So that gives you x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Now you would say, sir, how can you equate it? Coefficient of x square is 1 here. Here it is coming out to be a. So what I'll do is I will divide this equation also by a so that at least the coefficient of x square will be matching there. I'll say x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is coming out to be x square plus b by ax plus c by a. Fine. I'll equate the coefficient of x here. Minus of alpha plus beta is equal to b by a. Or I will say alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. The second is alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So from this, I can find out when the equation was given out to be x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. I need to know that there are two values whose product is equal to 6. I need to break up 6 in two forms such that after product that comes out to be 6. But when you sum those values, it should come out to be 2. So I know 3 2s are 6 hota and 3 plus 2 is coming out to be how much? That comes out to be 5. I'm sure it is clear now. Paras?
yes sir.
Clear?
Yes sir. Yes.
Anyone, any query, any question, feel free. Ask. So any quadratic equation that you see, you will be finding that the sum of the root will be always. Do remember ax square plus bx plus c is the general equation of a quadratic equation. That is minus b by a, and the product of the root is equal to c by a. One more thing I want to tell you. Say ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the equation. I can divide it by a and write it is equal to 0. I can write x plus b by 2a ka whole square. Whatever is the coefficient of x, half and square it, minus b square by 4a square plus c by a is equal to 0. Or I'll say it is x plus b upon 2a square is equal to b square upon 4a square minus c by a. So I'll say 4a square is there, b square minus 4ac. So that is x plus b by 2a square is equal to this, x plus b by 2a square is equal to b square minus 4ac upon 4ac. I will use root on both sides. I can say x plus b by 2a is equal to plus minus of square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Or I will say x is equal to minus b by 2a. Sorry, I'm proving it, though it is not required. B square minus 4ac upon 2a. So as I can see, 2a is a common value here. Root yahan tak hona chahiye. So I'll say minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. I'm sure everyone is aware of it. B square minus 4ac, if you get a real root, it has to be greater than or equal to c. So when b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, you just get one root of this. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? इसका मतलब होता है whenever b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, I'll say two roots are equal. दो root है लेकिन दोनों के दोनों क्या है? Two roots are equal. Means curve is going to touch the x-axis only at one point. That is, two roots are there, but both of them are same. The second of this, when I say b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, I'll say two roots but distinct. It got two roots, but they are distinct. Why? Because there are two separate values, b square minus 4ac. If it is positive, there are two separate values which are going to come. The third one, I'll say b square minus 4ac is less than 0. I'll say imaginary roots are there. Fine. So there are three cases which are coming here. Imaginary roots means whenever a curve is hanging in the air, there are no roots. There are no real value where it is going to intersect. That means you got an imaginary. For example, parabola is like this. This is x-axis. It is not intersecting with that. Imaginary roots are there. But whenever you are going to intersect like this, you get two roots. Whenever you are intersecting like this, you will get two roots. Whenever it is touching like this, or you are touching it like this, I'll say two roots but equal. Fine. Is it clear, everyone? Please ask me if there is any question here. Yes, Paras is saying if two roots are equal given to you, can I take the value of root of the equation as minus b by 2a? Yes, you can do that. It is already mentioned here. Any query, any question that you still have? Okay. Fine. Let's come to this one. I think everything is covered here. So whenever b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, I'll say two real and distinct roots. You must be feeling why you are writing it, because I'm going to ask you the questions on this. Whenever b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, two real but equal roots are there. Whenever I say b square minus 4ac is less than 0, two imaginary roots are there. And you know about imaginary roots means the curve is hanging in the air. Fine. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Very good. Cubic equation, otherwise I must have taken this. Both of them are cubic equations. That question I'll be doing very soon. Let's try to answer question number 24th here. Answer this one. Fine, I am getting now some answers. Okay, here I go. Two roots are equal दिया हो तो क्वेश्चन में हम ये हो गया. The rest of the people are giving the same answer. Very good. Now Ujgar and Keshav attempted to solve a quadratic equation. Ujgar made a mistake in writing down a constant term. He ended up getting the roots. Means the product of the roots are wrong, but the sum of the root will be coming out to be same. So the sum of the root will be same. It is x square minus 7x. Made a mistake in writing down the coefficient of x, and he will get the root as a 3 and 2. So 3 2s are 6, which is C. So can I say the roots will be coming out to be 6 and 1 here? So it is x is equal to 6 and 1 will be the two values which are going to come. Fine. Now You know about this. The roots are coming out to be 6 and 1 क्योंकि equation था आपको पता है product of the root is 6 and sum is 7. That's why the first one will be coming out to be correct answer. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Anyone, any question आप पूछ सकते हैं, please do that. Okay, thank you. Let's try to solve question number 29 here now. Try out question number 29. Come on. And I'm expecting answer from all of you. Expecting other people to also answer. I've just got the answer from Shivam, Paras, and Alok. Very good. Okay, Suraj, Lokesh, getting different answer. Why? Alok, Paras, Manish, Beauty. Should I start now solving it? Snehal. Okay. So there are people who are getting different answer. I have already got all the options there. शायद कोई ऐसा option है जो नहीं आया. ठीक है. So okay, Utkarsh, absolutely fine. Please see the answers now. See the solutions here. I can look at two things here. One is x square, y square, z square. It is also xy and it is yz. So if I expand it, I'll say it is 4xy plus it is 2yz. If I take it on negative side, I'll say x square plus, sorry, on left side. So it is minus 4xy minus 2yz is also going to come. I can say wherever xy is coming, I want it to be in perfect square form. Y is coming out to be 5y square. What I can do here is, okay, fine, I'll write 2y square. Y, it is x square plus 4y square minus 4xy. Fine, that is the value which is going to come up. Now, after that, you know it is also yz which is coming. And yz is just 1, it is twice of yz. I can find out the square of it. Look at this. You are going to get two things here, x minus 2y square and y minus z whole square is equal to 0. If the sum of the two square is coming out to be 0, both of them should be equal to 0. I'll say x is equal to 2y is equal to 2z as well. Why? Because y is equal to z. So x is equal to 2y, x is equal to 2z. That means why? Because y is equal to z. So which one of them are correct? I will say the first one is correct. I'll say the second one is correct. 2xyz is not, third one is not correct. So I'll say A and C are coming out to be your answer. That fine. X is equal to 2y is equal to 2z. So both A is coming out to be true and second is also coming out to be true. Because of that, C is the correct answer. Is it clear, everyone? Please look at this. Soumya ji, is it clear that I'm taking the values on left hand side? I can see the coefficient of xy is 4. I know it is always twice of AB, so there must be some value which is twice of xy. Or I can say twice 2y into 2 into x into 2y. Is it fine, Soumya? 4xy लिखा था मैम, अगर 2xy कहीं लिखा होता तो ये x plus y का स्क्वायर होता या x minus y का स्क्वायर होता. Because it is given as a minus, it is not clear. Soumya, switch on your microphone. Soumya ji, please switch on your microphone. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me where is the problem.
Sir, I don't get after कि आपने जो ये -4x and -z लेफ्ट हैंड साइड ले लिया उसके बाद में क्यों नहीं आया?
Tell me whether can I write a value in this form?
Yes, sir.
No problem with this. If it is a minus, I'll write it as a square minus twice of ab plus b square. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You're getting x square, you're getting 5y square, you're getting z square, you're getting minus 4xy, and you are getting minus 2y. Look at it, you are getting minus 4xy means, you know, it is always twice of one value into another value.
Yes, sir.
अभी आपने कहा ना twice of ab होगा minus twice of ab होगा. Can I write it in this form?
Yes.
Why did I do it? Because I know x minus 2y का whole square, x square will remain x square, but 2y square will not become y square, that become 4y square. Is it fine?
Yes.
पक्का देख लो, इसमें पूछना पूछ लो.
हाँ सर, आ गया ये.
ठीक है. So what I did here is I write this equation as a x minus 2y square. So I get x square plus 4y square minus 4xy. Now you have 2yz as well. So I know z is having only coefficient 1. So I know it is z minus y will be coming there. Why? Because it is twice of yz. So I know it is z square plus y square will come there. Minus twice of vz will be coming there. Is it fine as well, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got
You
it.
get 4y square from here, you get y square from here. The summation of them is coming out to be 5y square. You can look at this one.
Okay.
I'm putting it equal to 0. A perfect square number cannot be negative. I hope you agree with this. If their sum is coming out to be 0, means this is equal to 0 as well as this is equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
Can I say if x minus 2y is 0, x is equal to 2y and y is equal to 0? If you put it equal to 0, z is equal to y.
Okay. Is equals to किस साइड से लगेगा तो then fine,
Yes.
sir. ठीक है.
Fine. So that's why I'm saying x is 2y. And if y is equal to z, x will be also equal to 2z.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. आ गया.
Anyone else who have any doubt, please ask. Okay, let's move to the next one. I believe it is clear to all of you. Okay, because I'm going to erase it. It is difficult again to write down all those values again. I would like you to take up question number 35th. Come on. Lokesh, Gaurav, Utkarsh, Paras, Nehal, Jia, Soumya, Gupta has given their answers. Okay, Kabilesh, Paras, Mahajan. Suraj Nandi, Gunjan Singh, so 2 to the power of x is equal to x plus 1. There are two different type of equations which are going to form here. Find Dyuti. One is exponential. They belong to two different category. One is oranges, second is mango. And you are saying the prices of them are same. So you will put all mangoes on one side, all oranges on the other side. And of course, to form a curve, you need to write them equal to y. We know, look at this. Sometime you should know how to draw the graph. If x is equal to 0, it is 1, it is 1, it is 2, it is 2, it is 4. So the curve is like this. At x is equal to 0, this is 1. Whenever the value, sorry, at x is equal to 0, this is, at x is equal to 0, this is coming out to be 1. And after that at 1, it is 2 and so on and so forth. It is increasing like this. And I know whenever I put it minus infinity, this gives you 0. Y comes out to be, when I put x is equal to 0, this comes out to be 1. If x is coming out to be minus infinity somewhere here, so it is coming out to be 0. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Fine, the height of this will come out to be 0. Just a second. Sorry, again, it is. No. This is one thing that is clear to all of you. Now I know at x is equal to 0, it is coming out to be 1. It is not 0, sorry. This is not 0, this is coming out to be 1. I'll say at x is equal to 0, this is coming out to be 1. At 0, it is coming out to be 1. At 1, it is coming out to be 2. At 2, it is coming out to be 4. At 3, it is coming out to be 8, and this goes on. And as it is coming out to be minus infinity, this just merge with this. And I will say when x is equal to minus infinity, this comes out to be 0. So at minus infinity, this is 0. I'm sure it is clear to all of you now. So this is the curve. This is the exponential curve that I'm going to get here like this. The second is y is equal to x plus 1. Y is equal to x plus 1. 45 degree, x is equal to 0. This is coming out to be 1. I know this is coming out to be a straight line like this. You know the curve always goes like this. Look at this point. So I know it is linearly increasing. Something is going to touch, but then it is going to increase at a higher pace. So there must be 2 points where they are going to intersect. And I can tell you that one is x is equal to 0 and second is x is equal to 1. Both the values are going to satisfy. So it is asked in the question that the number of non-negative real root solution means where it is not negative, I know x is equal to 0 and 1 are the two values. Non-negative means positive as well as 0. I'll say where it is going to give you solution and they are going to give you two solutions certainly. So you know something is growing at a very fast pace. There's a value which is increasing. But after a point when it is going to cross it, there must be a solution. Of course, I can find out two values here. But even if you are not able to find out the values, you know that there's a linear equation, there's a curve, exponential curve. They may be, if they are intersecting at one point, they must be intersecting at other point. Is it fine, everyone? Please ask. Anyone, any question, any doubt, feel free. Okay. Thank you. This is the point of intersection, of course. Yes, you are right. The number of non-negative real roots will be coming out to be here. Sorry, it is roots. We have find out the point of intersection. ये जो निकाला है, this is not root. Yes, Paras, you are right. These are not root. These are the point of intersection. Sorry, these are the point of intersection. दो point पे intersect किए. If it is talking about the roots, I know y needs to be 0. But yes, it is not lying on this ground because for a root, you need to be lying on this ground. So for point of intersection, it is 2 point of intersection. if in the question, sorry, it is asked as a root, I'll say none of the root will be there. Because for a root, there are 2 points of intersection, but for a root, y should be equal to 0. Agar y 0 nahi hai, to aapka root nahi hai. Yes, in that case, A will be the correct answer. So point of intersection will be 2, but the roots will be 0, because for root, the first condition is that it should be touching the ground. You know, a tree cannot be hanging there in the air. It needs to touch the ground. For that, y needs to be equal to 0. Is it fine? So people who have marked as A, because many of you have marked as A, your answer, have got it correct. Sorry, there are so many people who have given C, 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 B. I don't think anyone except Lokesh, no one has given, and Tushar, no one has given the answer as A. But yes, the answer will come out to be A here. I think it is clear.
सर solution और roots में फर्क है?
Solution का मतलब होता है जहां पर point of intersection होता है, where the two party agrees. So if I say solution is 1, 2, you will say yes, there are two curves which are meeting at 1, 2. They are solution. They agree to one point. Roots का मतलब they are touching the x-axis. Until they are not touching the x-axis, until y is not coming out to be 0, I will not say they are roots. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Let's come to the next one. I would like you to take up question number 45 now. Come on and start with question number 45. Okay, here I go. P and Q are the root of the equation. That is, sum of the root is equal to alpha minus 2. And the product of the root is equal to minus of alpha plus 1. Fine. What is the minimum value of P square plus Q square? I can write it as a P plus Q whole square minus 2. I'll say it is alpha minus 2 whole square plus twice of alpha plus 1. Alpha square minus 4 alpha plus 4 plus 2 alpha plus 2. I'll say it is alpha square minus 2 alpha plus 6. Alpha minus 1 whole square plus 5 is the value. So P square plus Q square, if you look at it, it is alpha minus 1 whole square plus 5. Now to all people, some of you are thinking maximum ने पढ़ाया नहीं क्यों आपने ये question पूछ लिया. Few seconds back we were talking about a perfect square number cannot be negative if it is a real number. But a perfect square number's minimum value will be always equal to 0. It cannot be negative, there is no doubt. It has to be positive, or non-negative means it can be also 0. So if I say this is x square, I'm sure automatically you will say this must be greater than or equal to 0. 5 is a constant term, there is no role of it. So if there is a minimum value, the perfect square minimum value will be 0 plus 5. I'll say the minimum value of that comes out to be 5. I'm sure it is clear to all of you. Please ask if there is any question.
The last one is repeat.
I'm sure all of you understand this, that P square plus Q square is coming out to be. This is coming out to be alpha minus 1 whole square plus 5. Alpha is a variable. Variable, I can also write it as a x square plus 5. What is the minimum value of? You can say any perfect square is greater than equal to 0. आपने कहा ये पैराबोला है, इसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू कितना आएगा? अभी तो पढ़ा था 0 पे 0 आता है यार, it is minimum 0. If I add 5, it will go up. The minimum value which was coming out to be 0 earlier had changed to 0,5. So the minimum value which used to be 0,0 earlier had changed to 0,5. Is it fine?
सर फिर आपने क्यों बोला कांस्टेंट वैल्यू की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है?
यार एक तो माइक्रोफोन के नजदीक आके बात करूं, क्या कह रहे
सर आप बोल रहे थे ना वो कांस्टेंट वैल्यू की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट टर्म की वैल्यू नहीं है। इसे तो आप
I cannot hear you. Please closer to the microphone. आपको लग रहा होगा मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मुझे सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है.
सर am I audible now?
हाँ, बट ऐसा लग रहा तुम दूर से बोल रहे हो. ऐसा लग रहा पीछे खाना खा रहे हो और फिर आके आवाज आ रही है.
नहीं सर, सर मैं बोल रहा था जैसे आपने बोला कांस्टेंट टर्म की कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, तो फिर मिनिमम टर्म तो उसी से है 0,5.
तो इसीलिए कहा है कि जैसे घर में छोटा भाई है, तो वो आज भी छोटा भाई है, आज से 10 साल बाद भी छोटा भाई होगा, आज से 20 साल बाद भी छोटा भाई होगा, 5 साल पहले भी वो छोटा भाई था.
Yes.
So if I write something as a alpha minus 1 whole square plus 5, I can say by putting alpha is equal to 1, this becomes 0 square plus 5. तो जो minimum value आपकी आई है, that value is coming out to be 5. Is it clear now?
Yes sir.
ठीक है. 5 का कोई रोल नहीं है, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको कहा, if you add constant, दोबारा सुन लीजिएगा, variable is the only value which is going to give you minimum or maximum terms. If you add some constant to this, it can change, the minimum value can change, or it can increase or decrease by adding this. But this constant has no role to play here. जो minimum और maximum देगा वो तो यही देगा, by adding it, it can increase or decrease. So K is not having, for example, if I say I have 10 rupees with me, now that is constant. You cannot say, sir, what is the minimum money you have? Bhai, I have 10 rupees. What is the maximum money that you have? I have 10 rupees. But if I say I have 5 rupees more than you, now you are going to decide. If you have minimum money, I will have minimum money. If you are a Ambani, I have more than you. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Fine. Few more questions I want to take on roots. Let's take up question number 56 now. Consider this to be last question for today. And of course, in algebra, after that, you have English class as well. I know many of you will not believe me, but these are the questions we have discussed in the classroom. I'm doing it here, just giving a proof that they were asked in IIMs, and the concept is the only thing through which you can answer them. As I said earlier, you have got real roots, that is b square minus 4ac is greater than equal to 0. That is b square minus 4a, c is 1, is greater than equal to 0. That is b square is greater than 4a. A and b belongs to 1, 2, 3, 4. A is 1, b square is greater than equal to 4. I will say b is 2, 3, 4. Of course, they are positive number. I can say 3 solutions are there. You can put a is equal to 2. I can say b square is greater than 8. I can say b is equal to 3 and 4. If you get a is equal to 3, b square will be coming out to be 12. That is coming out to be, b is coming out to be 4 only. If a is coming out to be 4, b is also coming out to be 4. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 solutions which are going to come. So the answer is 7 solutions. Is it fine, everyone? Good. Almost all of you have given me 7. I am sure Lokesh now it is clear. Okay. Equal वाला केस लेना भूल गए थे, ठीक है. Duty, I hope it is clear now. Any more doubt, any more question that you have, you can ask. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next class. Tomorrow we'll be taking a mock analysis of quantitative activity. Fine. Okay, thank you. Yes, Suraj, you need to fill both of these forms. Okay, thank you.